Hello, spiritual beings. So today I came on here. Yeah, it's just this kind of day. It's just the kind of day. Um, I don't really. If y'all feel away, sorry. Anyway, I was coming on here today because I was just talking to my daughter. This is my other daughter, my middle child. And I was talking to her, and I was just realizing how sometimes we as women are really catty and nasty to each other. And sometimes we do a disservice to each other when we are so catty. And we should be holding each other in a different regard as far as respect goes, because we all know what we go through because we're women, right? So we know how our bodies are. We know the matriarchy, the patriarchy. We know all those the feminists and all these different things about women empowerment, right? And when I started to do the goddess channel, even when I started any AI videos and stuff, I always had the black woman in mind, because I was like, we suffer in a different kind of way because we have all kind of people coming for us in different aspects, right? I'm so sorry I'm not dressed today, guys. I really wanted to be presentable, but I just felt it in my spirit, and it's been on my mind since I woke up this morning about women as a whole. Like I love women as far as loving on her unconditionally. So if people hear me talking about God, or they feel like, oh, well, you wear eyelashes, or you wear lipstick, or you wear a certain aesthetic, and if you want to be a godly's image, a lot of women think it's like the plain Jane, or you're not supposed to be in beauty. And I feel like that's wrong, because we are females and we like to be pretty. We like to look a certain way, right? Excuse me, I'm myself bumps and I shouldn't be doing that. Anyhow, so I want to stray away from the point. Okay, so basically my point is that women, we need to stop bashing each other. Now I know we do have different types of women, like salacious women, promiscuous women, the seductive woman, the Jezebel. You could keep going on, right? It's a lot of different titles of what the different woman type per se, right? And the reason why I'm so adamant today about this particular message and what I felt in my spirit, I felt that we need to stop a lot of the cattiness, the judgment on one's character. Now, the reason why I bring up that particular point is because we don't know where we're coming from. We have Everybody comes from a different upbringing, a different culture, different heritage, different beliefs, all these things, right? And it's a collective of individuality, and not just putting it in a group of just saying, women. And I hate when people say all women, and how women are and all this kind of stuff, because we're all different. We all live life in a different way, where some of us is survival mode, some of us have been traumatized, some of us been violated in different ways. So we all have different ways on how we look at life and how we behave, and when it comes to characteristics and stuff like that. And the freeform woman, the liberated woman, the one that is currently on the rise, which is the woman that I notice is not worried about her exterior. So she's out there, she doesn't care. She has everything out, and there's nothing to the imagination. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, so I don't want to have a negative connotation. What I'm saying is that I feel that because that woman, a lot of people would try to categorize a whole group and say, that they're all like that. They're, sooner or later they all had a hole in them. They all, excuse me, three or four, they all been um in some kind of karmic, or they all been uh a B, or whatever, anything negative to deal with the free form and the liberated woman, right? When I say that too, is because it comes with being an ex-worker, lady of the night. You could say, you just, like, not to say you don't have standards, but because that type of woman is now categorized. So you got the gold digger, you got the woman that, the pick me. There's so many different types, and I don't want to stray from my point. But what I'm saying is that if we're all gonna be categorized and be judged by the opposite sex, why do we tear each other down? I've seen some women make videos on this, and I like it, and I interact because it's true. We're doing a disservice to ourselves, because when we put more negative on the woman's image, and we being a woman, and you're taking away a lot of things of what a woman should be and how she should be on that pedestal to get respect regardless of what is going on in her personal life, because being a woman as a whole is hard. It's hard being being in this world, because I'm really trying to find a way to not be explicit, because I really don't want to just be too raw, because I'm the most hated. I'm the bad guy. So I don't want to, already trying to engage. So I don't want to not be watched at all. So I'm, even like people will be like, oh, you shouldn't even care. Like, who cares? But sometimes, sometimes you just have to watch what you're saying and how you say it, because people always take things out of context. But I don't like the fact that other women beat up on women so bad without, like, trying to teach a lesson, or even know that, how does this woman really feel about me, and keeping up that negative narrative. Like, I mean, not to say there are some women that just are bent on just being malicious and catty and scandalous and dramatic and all the bad things under the sun and above. But the whole thing of it is that I just feel we need to start pairing up and having more of a care for each other. I see a lot of cis groups, and then I hear about something that went wrong after the cis group, or they go on vacation and then something goes bad, or somebody ends up unalived, and it's gossip and all these things that happen in women groups that is so sad, that makes me think we don't love each other, and we should be loving on each other more. And I'm not saying it in that way, because people are like, what happened, whatever they be thinking. But I just feel like it needs to stop. Excuse me a second, it needs to stop. I came on here without eyebrows. I was really serious, because I really didn't even do nothing. But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. The message matters. And even though I'm bringing it up because that's what women do, we always focus on things that shouldn't even matter. Because at the end of the day, it's a spirit-taking world, and my exterior shouldn't be an issue to my interior and what I represent and what I have to say, what I have to put out, the things that I feel necessary. Because in the way, the state of mind of some of us, when it comes to the maliciousness and the cattiness and the disrespect, on women as a whole, like it's mind boggling. It is. It makes me feel like there's no hope, because if we could dissect each other, and some, I don't even want to say we, because I'll be out here throwing up hearts. I try to do a lot of celebrating and congratulating and liking achievements. I like all the good stuff. The girlies is, anything that's positive, and you feeling confident about yourself, and all those things. I be loving it. I'm supporting it. I agree with it. I make a comment. I leave emojis. If I don't have words to say, that's my main thing. I'll leave emojis. But I feel like we are hating each other so bad. Like, I just think that we need to just really think about the damage. And we have the little ones coming up. And this hate is so terrible. It's just because we really, you know, I'm gonna use myself as an example because I don't want to sound like a run on and being redundant, repetitive with my words. But I really want to say that the way we act towards each other, we making other people learn how to treat us, and I'm noticing it's a pattern, and it's always this kind of judgment and throw under the bus type of uh, narrative, like beat her down to the ground, with people just going into explaining and disrespecting the dead. There's so many stories I could keep on going and using different examples, but I know you know where I'm getting at. It's getting to the point where the disrespect for the woman is just like disgusting to me. The way that, yeah, we need the man to get the baby, but we still are the vessel. We still go through a lot of things more than a man. I'm not trying to take away from the man, and especially the black man, because I know they go through a lot. And I can't even begin to even think. And so all I do is pray, and then the ones that's close to me, I pray that they're covered and police don't do things to them, or I don't hear bad stories about them being lynched or hung behind a police station and all this kind of stuff that's going on within this world. Because I don't know. Sometimes I get up, I'll be like, what is going on? Please take me out of here. Beam me up, Scotty. Somebody get me out of here. Because it's just getting outrageous. And I know everybody talk about it, but I was watching the news and I was saying to myself, the things that I be hearing about how people be chewing up each other, hating on each other, sending black magic, sending spells, blocking people, hating on people, doing all this nonsense. And we got people hollering, losing their babies in another country, and they at war, and now they talking about 18 to 25 or 32 to 42, all those different age groups for them to go over and fight to go and kill more women and children. And we worrying about who got a lace front, who wear nails, and who driving a car, and what job she got, and how much money she got in her pocket, and she thinks she this and she thinks she that, and she wouldn't be nothing if she was the light skin. She wouldn't have been one that she's dark skin. She got a weave. All of the stupidness. Excuse me. Yeah, I have to calm down. And the lips getting ashy and everything, and I'm getting all stirred up. But I know I can't get what I want. Because if I had what I want, it would be a whole movement. The way how I be thinking. I be over here on 4 pages thinking about, matter of fact, no, 10 pages. I think 10 pages that I actually be posting on and trying to uplift the woman's image and And I be representing for different cultures too. I'm not just only representing for black women. I'm doing it for different cultures as well. So that's, I'm not a hater. I don't have hateration in my blood, but I hate you when you come for me. So that's a different topic. But as far as like the passion that I have for women as a whole, and the respect that I have for women as a whole, as me being a woman, it there's no explanation. So I'm not gonna go into it. My work speak for itself as people would get to know me. But at the same token, I just feel like it's very disheartening to see the hatred between a lot of the sisters and girlies, period. Like, you know, we could go talking about the one that she'll do anything to come and snatch your man from you just to have something up on you, or the one that wants to just have all of them for herself, and the man eater. We got all kind of different personalities. So I'm not gonna get into that. And then I don't, because I could hear already that, oh yeah, you want to talk, and whoever might know me or think they know me or whatever the case might be might, oh yeah, you a 3 or 4 yourself trying to be spiritual or whatever the case might be. So I already know. I have insight. My gifts is getting up on there, baby. I'm tapped in. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. So I already know. And at the end of the day, it's still gonna happen, Captain. You can't stop this show. You know what I'm saying? You stop this show, you stopping your flow. That's how it go. it's a give and take, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual world out here, for real. In the real world of 3D to 5D and beyond, baby. That's how it is, baby. You know what I mean? Dreams, I could keep going. That's not neither here nor there. That's gonna be my word against your whatever you thinking. But it don't matter to me, I come on here real. And regardless you want to talk, whatever you want to talk, it is okay. Do you. Believe in you. Believe whatever you want to believe. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for you to dissect or study or to see how much I could take, the gang stalking, the bullying online, whatever the case might be, whatever. I'm here for it. Because I feel like the creator, the source, the most high built me for this. I'm ready for it. I procrastinated many years, and I can't be in regret, because I just feel like it wasn't meant to happen at that particular time. But, I'm not going to keep y'all too long, because already it's 18 minutes on the timer. But I really felt in my spirit to talk about the women. Like, we really need to love on each other a little bit more. Just be a little bit more kind, Like, I'm not an outside person. I'm a homebody. I don't really care about all that. You know what I mean? I'm not missing out on nothing as I'm seeing. Okay? Because they like to say the internet is not a real place, but I'm seeing. It's nothing going on that I want to be participant in. Not at all. And so, I know my personality might not be something, I'm not here for you to like. I don't think so. I'm just here for the message. And I have a lot of messages. And if I bring my personal or whatever, I would just know that somebody can relate to it. That's is a method to my madness. Ain't nobody looking for a pity party or sympathy or whatever. I can do that on my own. I can cry and have a pity party. I be by myself. I can deal with myself. I love myself. I deal with myself. I see myself. You know what I mean? All my imperfections, my my flaws and all. Like B say, my flaws and all. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, because I feel like I'm getting a little crusty. The lips getting dry. I didn't get no water. But I did want to say that. So, I feel like love, love, love. If I could love my daughter more, if I could have kept her in the house, if I could have let her see the light, but she chose another route. And so, because I could hear that too. Oh, you and your daughter got problems. I don't see you loving all women that much. You got problems with your daughter. So, whatever. So, like I said, that's the message. We need to be more kind to each other because we know what we've been through, especially the ones that have stories of being violated and traumatized and experiencing loss with their children. This, I mean, it's so much, guys. You already know because I could talk to Blue in the face. Y'all already know the issues and the things that's really going on. But I did want to just say that we need to really stop that chopping block on the woman's um on the womanhood period. Just stop and celebrate the divine feminine energy. And if you do have a health, I was gonna say hating. And if you do have a healthy relationship, cherish your relationship. It's hard to be in a relationship, but if you have respect for each other and you guys could have that regard and know that you don't control one another, you have you will have a much better handle on your relationship when you stop trying to control one another. And this is why people are getting unalived. This is why people are in bad relationships. Domestic violence is at an all-time high because nobody is really taking the time to respect each other. Learn to know your partner. Get to know who you're with. This is getting so sad in my spirit. I don't want to, I know I'm going to see it, but I just hate to see it. Every minute a woman is dying by the hands of a man or whatever, vice versa, being set up, whatever. And I am a trooper because I ain't going to talk about what I done did for people, whatever, but people know. And if you disrespect me, you got to go. So that's the only way. That's how relationships end with me. But other than that, I'll be out there and I'm willing to help. But once you cross boundaries, it's a Reynolds wrap. It's curtains. The Broadway show is over. All right, guys, that's it. Respect each other more. It's just sad, man.